1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 about 15 minutes 1 2 3 1 2. 1-2, Billy. How you doing? You about ready to do her? Folks, we appreciate everyone here. Gosh, it's a beautiful morning. We're going to have a nice warm day. We're going to show you a great set of horses, and we appreciate Billy and his facilities and the things he's done. Whenever you give us the green light, Billy, we'll get it underway, and I'll turn it over to Bucky Deerflinger, the announcer of the year. This facility, Jaden Justin Squires, thank you so much for this beautiful facility. Here we go. Bucky, it's yours from on.
Okay, guys, we want to welcome everybody out here on behalf of Billy and Katie and the boys, Justin and Jada Swires. We're going to start off here with their lead-ins. These will all be 5 of Billy's horses. So there will be lot 46, 45, 43, 38. There's Justin. And 40. So these are all out of Billy's stud. That would be he's a loaded gun. He'd be a hired gun, which was a son of Plague Gun, and then out of a daughter of Hickory's Peppa Jack. So the stud would have been a double bred highbrow Hickory colt. Really, really stout, heavy muscled horse. This is just a sampling of his offspring. They've all had really, really good minds and really built for the part. This is just kind of a young crop, but boy, them are some good looking colts right there just to start us off with here. The lot 43 colt, he's a loaded, would have been out of a daughter of Crash and Freckles, which would have been a son of Oklahoma Crash and a daughter of Missin' Freckles. The Missin' Freckles horse was one of the best studs that I've seen that came out of this country. He was old horse, but man alive, were they really good horses. The Oklahoma Crash was a stakes horse that runs second in the North Central Futurity. He was out of a world champion producer racehorse, big, pretty black horse. She's a Daisy, would have been a daughter of J.P. Tender Beauty Lee, which would have been a daughter of Zan's Partender. That is a really, really nice looking horse right there. Lot 45 would be Loaded Lucky, which would be out of the Loaded Gun stud, and then out of a Zan Bartender mare and a daughter of Boonville down there on the bottom. Pretty black colt, really, really good mare. Billy says he's going to excel in any direction. The lot 46 colt would be out of the same stud, the Loaded Gun. Really, really heavy muscled horse. And then out of a daughter of Dr. Four Freckles. And then out of a daughter of the Adamas. The Adamas was a Dash for Cash and an Easy Jet bred horse on the bottom. Should be all kinds of performance built up in that horse. Billy just told me that they sold 5 colts that would have been bred just like these guys, out of the same stud, kind of the same mares, and they just started getting with them, and he said all 5 of them are just fantastic. Very good mind. If you look at the way these guys stand out there, they haven't been messed with a terrible amount, but and they kind of come off the mares looking like this. Billy didn't stick a bunch of feet in them. They're just big, raw-boned, nice ranch types horses. They should be able to go in any direction. I was pretty high on that stud that Billy had. Really, really a pretty heavy muscled gray horse. Billy just said they have actually had 0 grain, so this is as natural as they get. We're going to bring in here lot 41 and 39. These would come from Glenn and Janet Long. Lot 39 would be Luck and Money, which would be out of My Lucky Star, which is a Lucky Wonder horse, first down dash out of that high-powered mare that Lisa ran at the finals, or Rosa's Cantina. The CT Cash and Blue Star. Now this, I was talking to you just a little bit ago about that horse called Missin' Freckle. That was a fantastic horse. And the mother of My Lucky Star, that CT Cash and Blue Star, would be a daughter of him, and boy, she was a fantastic mare. So this Luck and Money mother, On the Money Cowgirl by Serbia Cowgirl. This is a nice sorrel colt, a lot of chrome, really, really good ability, really put together. These guys bring us fantastic colts every single year. What was the other one? The lot 41 would be Cowboy Coyote of Brown Gelding out of Coyote Boonsmole by Playboy Boonsmole, and out of a daughter of Doc Coyote. And then down on the bottom, Short Go Susie Q, Last Canal out of Guatemala Canal 84, and Short Go Luck. Really, really nice brown horse. Like I said, these guys bring us some every year that are just fantastic. Great-minded colts, real easy to get along with. And boy, you're not going to make them any prettier. The 41's bottom side is intensely Lucky Blanton bred. Really, really good-minded horses. The lot 44 would be Shine Be a Star by Patty Shine by Boy Oh Patty Boy out of Patty's Irish Whiskey. I just got a note the other day that Patty's Irish Whiskey just passed away. I think that horse brought $450,000 when they sold him. My wife's buddy, Patty. She went to Texas and gave him a big hug. Patty was probably the most perfect horse that I've ever seen in my life. All good minds. Yep, and fantastic. I don't think I've ever saw a bad-looking one. Really, really easy, very trainable to get along horses, and they stayed sound forever. This lot 44's bottom side, Be a Star Cowgirl, which would be Watch Me Go Cowboy out of Serbia Cowboy. So the bottom side ranch horse, old blood from down here that was tried and proven for years and years, and then with a shot of Freckles Playboy down there on the bottom. Big pretty brown yearling gelding, really gentle. These guys, I can't say enough good about their program. They always bring some fantastic colts to us.
Glenn, Janet, nice to see you.
All right, here we go. This is a highlight here, right for me, folks. Lot 42. Ain't seen fine yet. I know quite a bit about the bottom side of this horse. This is one of the most royally bred horses that you're going to find here today. Out of the famous Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, the barrel racers are just going absolutely crazy over these colts. He's nominated for the pink and ruby buckle. Well, the Ain't Seen Nothing Yet colts are, and so the last time that I checked, they had about $6 million in barrel earnings off Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, which is probably going right now Frenchman's Guy's best stud. He went back to a daughter Dash to Fame, one of the best ones that Dash to Fame had. I just looked it up. Dash to Fame himself had $39,000 worth of race earnings and $26,000 worth of barrel earnings in their offspring. I believe the stud fee on this horse's daddy on Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, is private treaty, and I think it's $7,500 with considerations. You about can't get them. Them girls are just absolutely crazy. They Ain't Seen Nothing Yet are just very, very special, very athletic. They're sound, and they've got brains where they can handle the pressure. For all the rodeo aspects of it. The bottom side of this horse, I know this mare very personally. She came from a good friend of mine, Charles Brewer, and they had a really good gray stud they called Fantastic, and I went with Charles all over. We raced that horse. He actually should have broke the track record at Canterbury for 350 yards. He was the fastest breaking horse that I have ever seen. He was a top AAA. His speed index was a 105, I believe. That colt, he did not look like a racehorse. You could have stood him in the calf rope and people would have believed it. The neat thing about this bottom side of this horse right here, his granddam was a mare called Sweet Carlio. Now she was an own daughter, a special effort, which is in the quarter horse racing industry, we've only had 2 Triple Crown earners, and special effort was the only one for almost 50 years. You can't say enough about the special efforts. The neat thing about the bottom side of this is this horse's third dam, Sweet Indulgence, is an own daughter FL Ladybug. Now, for those of you that are quarter horse pedigree nuts like myself, FL Ladybug would have been the maternal grandsire of First Down Dash. So that line was responsible for more money in the quarter horse industry than any other mare line that we have. And Charles told me that he had a mare that had FL Ladybug on her papers, and I seen it. I called him a liar till I seen it in person. This is old blood, and it is as royal as it gets. That is a fantastic colt right here with a huge upside, I promise you. And who doesn't love a blonde? You know what they say about blondes? They have more fun. Thanks for bringing him. This is a special horse right here. We're going to go ahead and do the barrel preview here. Once again, we want to thank all our sponsors, Comanche Ranch Supply, Dace Harper there at Faith Livestock. They've been big supporters of the sale for the whole time. Once again, we want to appreciate you all for coming out and the interest you've shown in these good horses. This is kind of a family-run deal, and we sure appreciate everything, all the support that we get and interest. Thanks for the cowboys and cowgirls, the signers for bringing our horses out here. We've got a really good set, and we're excited. We're going to start our barrels off here with lot 8. This would be Booger. Boondocks Bugatti. Man, that is a cool name. He'd be an 18 bay gelding, Really, really looks the part. This is a son of Guy's Boone Bar, which would be a son of Frenchman's Guy, and then out a daughter of Boondocks John, PC Boone Collateral. That was a fantastic cross, the Boondocks John on the Frenchman Guy horses. Down here on the bottom here, this is a daughter, a High Moon in Texas, which would have been a son, a Texas High Dasher, which would have been a son of On a High, who won All-American Futurity in 1980, I believe. Big, pretty black horse. The bottom side there, there was that Texas High Dasher stood up there in North Dakota, and had probably the most famous horse that came out of that pedigree would have been Rudy. Made the NFR 3 or 4 times in the barrel racing. Really, really nice barrel horses. Could stand the pressure. Extremely fast. This is a really, really exceptional home raised gelding. Stands right at 16 hands. Boy, he looks apart. He is really put together. This is a consistent 2-3D push type barrel horse. He doesn't have any funny business. He doesn't want to lope circles all day. You can keep him legged up and just let him go. Very easy maintenance. Like most of these horses that we'll have in this sale, this guy has been ranched on. It drug calves all to the fire. You can do that during the week and then send him to barrel racing on the weekend. Really solid, gentle family horse.
Who works for Jack? The kid that owns the guy owns this. Works for who? With Jack Hunter at the sale barn.
Boy, he is put together. I really like this horse. Yeah, this guy just ran that pattern. Just put his head down and walked completely off. Didn't get jacked up at all. That is a nice, nice horse we got here, right here, folks. Thanks so much for bringing him. He looks fantastic.
Good.
You know, that's a really cool name. Boondocks Bugatti. Did you come up with that? Your mom did? Bugatti, I like that. Boondocks Bugatti. That's a fast, fast car, right? See, I'm not that big a hillbilly. I kind of know my stuff. She just told me that this is only the 4th day that this guy is going to see the poles. Boy, look at him lick his lips right there. He's got a big old soft eye. Calm horse. You know, I raised a barrel racer and been around barrel horses a lot. When you've got one that stands there like that and not get jacked up, most of them are fire-breathing dragons. Look how kind-looking this horse is right here. Big, pretty bay horse. Man, he's put together. I love that soft eye on him. This is just the 4th time that he's seen the poles right here. Ears forward. Man, this is a nice horse, people.
He's too tall.
Wow, I am really impressed right here. That run right there for his 4th time would have placed at most 4-H rodeos. That there is all kinds of talent in that guy right there.
Nice job, young lady.
Very good. Very impressed with this horse. Boondocks Bugatti. That's one to look at. We're going to move over here to the cow working part of our preview. We've always this has been one of the highlights of our sale. Every time we're going to bring some cattle in here and preview these horses just the best we could. Got 3 really good cowboys sitting out in the arena right now.
And the kids come running in. Did you get a horse, Captain? Billy says the tickets.
Mr. Yost there sitting on lot 20. You know, you're kind of on my list.
He won't go nowhere.
This is Rodney Yost. He's one of the best trainers that's going right now. What is the deal, Rodney? I've supposed to been on your list to get into the training for like 5 years. I can't be that unimportant.
That's a $25,000 horse. I made you $5,000. No, he's a good one. He's got a walk. I love that walk. Yeah, Connie's been up there.
We're going to go ahead and start this preview here with lot 6. Now this will be Pickles. Pickles is just a perfect size using point. He's right at 14 hands. It's been used on the ranch. He absolutely knows what a day's work is. Like I said, these guys are cowboys, and they get them broke. Rodney is very highly sought after for his training ability. I'd like to get a show of hands for people who think he ought to put me up first on the list on his training, next in line. You guys could help me out just a little bit. See Rodney? Okay, Pickles is not for a beginner pony. He'd be really, really great for, experienced cowboy kids. He's got quite a bit of go. He can cover the same ground as the big horses. Very responsive. Been there, done that. He will have seen everything. I can promise you that much. This cowboy here that's riding this guy is just a hand. Very, very handy, talented young man. Learn from the best. This is gonna be a really, really good one for an experienced kid. I would have when I was 12 years old, I would have given my right arm for a pony that's like that. We're going to go next to lot 14. This would be Hollywood. Now, this is a 13 chestnut mare. Registered name is Be a Cowgirl Star by C. Be a Cowboy. Goes back to the famous Snippy's Cowboy on the top. And then down on the bottom, Madam Dolly Pine by Chief Blue Duck, which would have been out of Sir Beat. and then a watch Joe Jack down on the bottom. 2013 Bay Mare, switch enders. They've won everything on the number 13 on down. She's got plenty of run. She was hauled to Arizona last winter. They jackpotted on her. You can run 30 practice steers on her a day. Exceptional ranch horse. All right, here's Rodney on lot 20. This is a sweet tooth. She is a 22 chestnut mare. She'd be out of Rodney's young stud. They call Tough to Be High Class, which would be a son of Woody B. Tough, out of a daughter of Highbrow Cat. The Highbrow Cats have won, I think, $98 million in offspring as of last week. That Woody B. Tough stud, just a spectacular, fancy stud. Rodney is really high on this sire that they've got. He's an up and coming guy. Here we go again with the bottom down here. This is the mother would be $1 Million Secret, which would be an own daughter dash to fame, and then out of a daughter raise a secret. This is the first foal out of high class, and she was initially raised at their friend and neighbors, the Shimkees. Out of that really good dash to fame mare. This is a really interesting pedigree. Boy, look at how smooth she lopes. Really fantastic put together. Cute. Well, you could hold a glass of water up there while he's loping that circle right there. This mare that she is out of, big old stop right there. This is just a young horse. Rodney does such a fantastic job getting them correct. Soft, supple. We're going to have a show right here at that whip. You know, I was a young kid when Man from Snowy River came out, and I wanted, in the worst way, to be able to run one of them whips like that. I made one myself and hit the back of my ears just as fast as kind of cured me. How about you, Lonnie? Could you run a bull whip like that? I darn sure couldn't do it off a horse. Now, the mother to this filly right here ran AAA on the track. She had a speed index of 91 as a 2-year-old. She was a 2010 Northern Lights Barrel Futurity champion, Fizz Bomb Futurity finalist. She's placed at all kinds of futurities. She won several CMSAs, overall titles. It says she also has a world record on the shotgun course, number 47. She's a damn Warden Alders arena record-setting mare, not my idea. There's a big bottom side down there on this cute little thing, and boy, she bridles up in the face real nice. Really, really cowy. Rodney says she's extremely cowy.
First down dash.
Very interesting pedigree right here. She's got cow on the top, run on the bottom, all kinds of performance from a high class mare. Plenty of run, great cow sense, good feel. We just saw all kinds of stop right there. Rodney's used her for sorting, pairing, pushing the calves all around out there. Says he calved her in the storms, drug the calf sled, rope and drug them, branding time. They just had her x-rayed and vet checked. Everything came back perfect. Rodney does such a great job. Neat little interesting filly right here. Thanks, Rodney. I really like her. Next up, we've got lot 2. This would be Ace. Now, this is the own son of He's a Pepta Spoonful by Pepta Boonsmole, Miss Smarty Ray. So it'd be Peppy Sand Badger out of that great mare, Royal Blue Boon, which is popping up in more cutting pedigrees right now than any other mare. Probably the most famous mare right now in the industry. I actually tried to breed the He's a Pepta Spoonful here. Gosh, it's been a decade ago, but he was a really cute horse. Nice horse. Really cowy. Ace is a solid calf horse. Worked really good for junior high or high school. He's out of an own daughter, a Young Gun. And Young Gun would have been a son of Freckles Playboy out of one of the best Docalina daughters, Lena Et. Then be back down on the very bottom would be back to a daughter, a Peppy Sand Badger. There are all kinds of legends in this pedigree right here, in a really cute roan color. Ace has got a really hard stop. Works rope terrific. Absolutely no box issues. He takes zero maintenance except besides shoeing. He's never been injected, and he's won on from the amateurs to the high schools. Neat little roan horse, and bred fantastic. They don't get any cow bred better than this guy right here. Next up, we've got lot 15. This would be Gus. Gus is a 21 chestnut gelding. He's a son of Dynamite Snake by Snake Gun out of a daughter of Dakota Dynamite. He's a 5-year-old gelding, about 14 hands. They had him since he was 2 years old. He's done all the trading here on himself. Do anything from pull the sled around for the kids, go pasture rope, calves, breakaway calves, heel steers. Really seasoned in the branding pen. Really cowy and athletic. Boy, there's a big stop on him right there, man.
Handy size.
Yeah, very handy sized. Lot 15, Gus. Well, he's a pretty little guy, isn't he? Okay, we're going with lot 10. This is Mr. Cody Tayton. Cody was a 2008 NFR average bronc rider. I don't know if I should tell that when he's riding a broke horse, but Cody's one of the most talented individuals that I have ever known. He is a great horseman. As good a bronc rider as he is, he's probably a better roper, to tell you the truth. He told me that he slipped a leg on this horse at the World Series to be second call back. This horse came through this sale here a couple years ago, and a gentleman bought him. Cody's had him for a little over a year. He says that anybody that comes to his place, this is the horse that they get on. He's absolutely dead gentle, dead broke for anybody. He's right at 15-1, stout horse. Cody just had a jackpot the other day, and he won both the head and the heeling on him. Big raw bone, pretty done horse. He'd be out of a horse called Dally Post, pardon me, which was Zanbar Nun, went back to Zanpar Bar up there on the top. The mare that this is out of would have been out of Annie's Little Pepper. I was talking to Lynn just a little bit ago, and Annie's Little Pepper was a fantastic stud. He was an own son, a Peppy Sand Badger out of a daughter, Dakota, and they did about everything you could do up here in the North Country. They're really cowy, made fantastic rope horses. Cody says this guy is a watchy horse. He is dead gentle for anybody. He sees stuff. He's got plenty of life. Watch him work this. I didn't know you could cut, Cody. Man, I really like him. We're going to show him on both ends here in the rope here in just a little bit. Cody told me absolutely broke for anybody. He's just saying you turn him out for 6 months, he thinks, and I think he was trying to lie to me for a little bit and said you could turn him out for 6 months, but he's never been turned out for 6 months. Anybody that comes to the place, he says this is the one that they stick on. Yeah, Billy just said we're awful glad that Cody didn't single leg that big old boy right there. We could have drug him to the other end and back, no problem whatsoever. Nice horse. Thanks, Cody. Next, we've got lot 22. This is Jane. So this would be a 2022 Babe mare. She's a daughter of He's Sure Itchy, which would have been a son of Cat Ichi. The Cat Ichi's, he himself won $309,000 with just 7 months of showing. Fantastic, really a nice cowy horse. Of course, out of the Highbrow Cat, paired up with Laney Doc, one of Doc Alina's very best mares. Itchy's mother would be an own daughter of Freckles Playboy. Now, the mare that this horse is out of was MDP Susie, and I got to ride that mare myself. She was an own daughter of Mr. Illuminator, and big, pretty gray horse, broke to death. All these kids grew up on Susie. Susie had one of the fastest walking horses I've ever been around. Huge bone mare, almost unbelievable how much bone was in that horse. Yeah, the mother in here would actually be lot 48, and she got rode countless miles. Really, really a nice mare. Again, back to an own daughter of Mr. Illuminator. They call this horse Jungle Jane, and she's had 90 days on her. It's a 3-year-old, and then they let her out just to grow up just a little bit. Tyler's riding her. Tyler Bonnet here is riding her. Really smart and catty. Got plenty of shape. And like if you go and look at the mother here, she is a shapy dude. Shapy mare. The Mr. Illuminators. Probably his most famous progeny would have been Dolly, and Dolly had the record for the NFR average in the barrels for quite a while. The Mr. Illuminator horses were as tough a ranch horses as you'd ever find. Absolutely, they showed no weakness, no kind of quit, and they were iron-legged. I don't think I've ever seen a Mr. Illuminator that came up even remotely lame. They went back to the Gray Badger. Gray Badger back in the 50s was a racehorse, and they might have hooked him up to a plow after they run a race on him. Of course, he's in the foundation way back there with the Peppy Sand Badgers and all those horses way back in the pedigree. They all go back to that tough ranch horse. We've got a little announcement this year. We changed things up just a little bit. The concession stand is actually going to be underneath a canopy over in front of the house. So it's just in a little different spot. If you're needing some water or something to cool off with, or get a snack real quick, they'll be just north up here of the barn in the canopy next to the house. You want to put some pressure on them up there so they can get them boxed in just a little bit, guys. That'd have been lot 22. Nice bay mare out of He's Sure Itchy. So Itchy's Jungle Jane. Thanks guys. Now we're going to jump up to lot 21. This is Gringo. This is Miss Hanson's gray horse. He's a Gringo Jones is his registered name, and he'd be a son of Gringo Pistolero by the great Playgun, and out of a daughter of Dry Dock. Gringo's mother would be a daughter, a Texas Kicker. Texas Kicker stood down there with Playgun with Dick Piper down there in Oklahoma. He is an own son of Colonel Freckles, and I seen that horse personally back in the early 2000s, and that horse was axe handle wide and as correct as you could have absolutely made a horse. Him and Playgun were side by side down there. Really cool experience, and this is pretty neat that this horse has got both of those horses in his immediate pedigree. Now Gringo is a finished breakaway and heel horse, and I watched this horse quite a bit. This gal lives north of us here, north of me about 20 miles. I watched her ride this horse quite a bit. He has seen everything that you could actually throw at a horse. He's competed on the 4-H rodeos all the way up to the pros. He's handled the 4th of July fireworks. Nothing affects him. He is as sure bet a horse as you can get right here.
Bob and Karen Myers brands on him.
Yep, he's got Bob and Karen Myers brand on the M Diamond. This guy's not just an arena horse. They've drugged thousands of calves to the fire on this guy. Doctored calves. You know, he's been very competitive his entire life here, and so he's an been a sign.
1 2 1 2. Here you go. Try this one. You got it?
Yeah, we're good. We're good here. I just told Lynn my mic got cut off. That might be a sign. Maybe I should just shut up. Huh, Lonnie? Just wait till you go, buddy. If you've got an up-and-coming roper in the family, this guy right here would be the perfect match to teach a young kid kind of the ropes. He's been there, done that, and he's as honest as they come. Thanks, Sydney. Here we go with 8. I really like this horse. This is the home raised horse. They owned both the mother and the sire of this horse their entire lives. We watched him previewing the barrels and the poles. Worked outstanding. Yeah, they own both parents of this horse. Very can-do attitude. Both parents had a can-do attitude. This guy hasn't been out of the box much, but he wants to really get along. We watched him in the barrels run it didn't get jacked up. Got a big, pretty soft eye on him. Look at that little teeter-totter lope that she's got going on. Now they said that we watched him in the pole bending too, and it was supposed to have been the 4th time he'd ever seen the poles, and really made a fantastic run. This is a really good bred horse. The pedigree's there to back it up. He's built right. This is a really nice horse. And they call him Booger. Is it Booger or Booger? Booger. They've done a fantastic job with this horse. Guy's Boone Bar out of High Moon in Texas, which would have been a son Texas High Dasher.
Leeds, North Dakota.
Once again, we'd like to thank and welcome everybody here. Thank you for coming. We'd like to give a shout out to some of our sponsors, Paul's Feed and Seed in Faith, South Dakota, Kamak Ranch Supply at Union Center, Sammy Johnson, Miss Sammy Johnson, with the equine photos. She does a fantastic job. She took a picture of our stud and made him look good. I was hoping she could get one of Billy that would shine him up a little, but she said that was even more than what she could do. Okay, this is lot 5 and 27. So we're gonna show two of them together. The lot 5 would be a 21 buckskin gelding. He is a son, a Cutter's Vandy Lena by Cutter Freckles, and then out a daughter Adela Lena and Miss Vandy Checks. Down on the bottom side, be a daughter Lena by Banjo by Bando Wiz, and then out of a daughter a Vintage Prescription. This lot 5 is actually a registered horse. We don't have the papers in the catalog, but he is registered. The lot 27 would be the other one that we're showing here. Lot 27 here would be Blaze. These come from David and Lizzie Yoder with Why Not Performance horses. We're going to lay this horse down here right there. For the guys, it's getting like me where it's getting kind of hard to get on. That would be a nice little trick. Hardy, you ought to be interested in that horse. Huh? Blaze has seen about it all. He's been to the mountains and elk camp for the past 3 years. Really calm and quiet. He's beginner safe, drug calves to the fire. Really, really a good, honest ranch and trail horse. He doesn't have any bad habits.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Both of these horses are 100% sound in every way, and they come with a personal 30-day guarantee. Boy, they are gentle and broke to death. Boy, this is a really pretty nice horse right there. Nice loop, cowboy.
Pretty sensible.
Yeah. Boy, he looks the part. That would be lot 5. His name is Smoke. And he is registered. I'm looking at my papers right here. His name is Texas Cutter.
I bet he goes back to old Cutter Bill.
Yeah, Lynn just said I'll have to look it up, but I think one line off of here would be the old Cutter Bill. So back on the bottom, for those of you that can't see, he'd have Colonel Freckles, Doc Alina, Cutter Bill, and Top Sail Whiz, bred type buckskin horse. Nice loop, cowboy. This is lot 27. Nice sorrel horse. Blaze. Next up, we'll have lot 9. This is my buddy Lonnie Richards. It's ironic that the horse is named the same name that I used to call him, Lippy. This is a 2022 bay mare. She's grade. She's out of a Pep Boonsmo stud that they had, and just a grade mare. Really a gentle, been there, done that. Lonnie's a good cowboy. They got a lot of horses. They do a lot of riding, and he always brings us a good one. Lippy will stay broke any amount of time that you put off. Has no buck. Really gentle. You can catch her anywhere. Nice shapy little using type kind of mare. Well, she's riding around there real good. Even makes you look good, Lonnie. Ooh, nice stop. I bet your wife did most of the riding on her, huh? That's what we're going to go with. So this is just a 4-year-old mare. Pretty handy. I like the way she walks. Nice, fast, man. Look at her get out and walk.
Nod, bob, and rattle the reins.
So this girl is grade, but she was out of the Pep Boonsville stud that they had. Do you have any idea how the mare was bred? No. Well, that's a nice filly though. Thanks, Lonnie.
Something, I can't remember. 37 maybe?
Next would be lot 37. So this would be Poco. So this would be the brother. This is a son of He's Sure Itchy, which was a Cat Itchy stud, who was out of an own daughter of Dakota Dynamite. Cat Itchy was a highbrow cat son, and he himself won $309,000, and they just showed him. They didn't even show him a full year. The highbrow cat's progeny earnings is in excess of $100 million right now. That's almost unbelievable. It is really hard not to find any highbrow cat influence in today's performance horses as far as the cutting goes. They're just so popular, so trainable. The daughter of this, the mother of this horse, would be Poco Bueno bred type horse, kind of the Blackburn influence back there. This is a 22 dun gelding. He had a 90-day start as a 3-year-old, and then they turned him out and let him grow up just a little bit. Tyler's been riding him since May. Now their sire, that Ichi, they showed at one cutting, and he was a money earner with no training actually. He was just a ranch horse, and they entered him in a cutting. He's a really, really nice horse. Nice loop there, Cowboy. That's lot 37, Poco. Okay, we're going to move to lot 4. This is my buddy Justin Swires on Cracker. Cracker is an 18 Palomino, stout, axe handle wide Palomino gelding. His registered name is Rugged Pep, and he would be a son of Rugged Driftwood. It goes back to the great Ollie Jack on the top and Rugged Lark there on the bottom. The mare out of this horse would trace back to Rojo Valentine and Pepe's Intrepid. They got him the right up here. Justin says he's a freight train, and he is a freight train. Billy used to drag bulls on him. Everybody's roped off him. Even Bucky can ride him. I rode this horse. That ought to make him worth quite a bit more right there. Really, really a nice horse. Just a pleasure to ride. Drops his head, walks off just like that all the time. Never got jacked up. Solid as they come. Anybody could ride him, and he is a pretty rascal right there. Are you sure you want to sell him, Justin? He makes you look good. Yeah, I showed up at a Brandon one day running late like I usually am, and end up not bringing a horse. And Billy says, "Well, hop on him." And so I drug a bunch of calves on up to the Brandon pen, Brandon Fire on him, and he was, I had never rode him before, but he fit me just like a glove. Really, really a nice horse. Billy Billy drug a bunch of bulls on this guy up there at Bison 4-H Rodeo on this guy when he was 4 years old, and he drags just like he looks. Like if you get behind him and in front of this guy, he is axe handle wide with a cute little baby doll head. Watch him walk, that head just bobs right there. Short little itty bitty cannon bones. That horse is really put together. I'm pretty high on this guy right here. Thanks, Justin. Next, we have lot 18.
He's on the supplement.
Okay, this is lot 18. Um, he's in the supplement catalog here. This is not in the catalog. This is that's a different horse. This is a replacement. This would be Pocket, and this is a 2020 red roan gelding. His name is his registered name is Train Station. Now he is out of Crimson Bet, who he's got Crimson Bet has got two full brothers that are really good horses. That would be a son, a metallic cat out of Bet Your Blue Boons. Crimson Bet is as royally bred a horse as you can possibly get. The mother would be Macho's Mija, goes back to Smart Little Lena and Dual Nurse, and then just a swinging Peppy down on the bottom. This is a 6-year-old red roan gelding. He's got a great handle, soft demeanor. He excels in just about everything that there is. Sorting cattle, working cattle. He runs gates. Really smooth and willing horse. This guy is bred fantastic. Yeah, no, this is Guy, and Guy is a class act cowboy. He is all you could ask of in a cowboy. His original horse got hurt, and Billy said this is the one guy where there's no questions asked. You just bring one, and this is what we got right here. Nice loop, Cowboy. This is a really good horse, folks. You're not going to find one bred any better than this guy right here. And came from a great, great cowboy. Okay, next here we have lot 17. And this is Poco. Poco's registered name is McNulty. McNulty is a Poco Smoke and Gun 049, who's a son of Cutter Discount, and out of a daughter, a Smoke 49. Down on the bottom, it goes back to Doc's Jack Spratt. Lonnie Hall actually had the mother of this horse. He named him Lawyer Daggett, so that was a Freckles Playboy stud. He was a really, really nice horse. Lonnie raised some great horses out of that stud. This is a good, honest gelding. It's been used extensively on the ranch. Spent a bunch of time up in the timber. They're just starting roping on this guy out of the box. They're just starting to head on him. He absolutely knows what a hard day's work is. Handles it really good. Always stays level-headed. Done everything he could do. They packed him in the mountains, and he crosses water really good. Nothing seems to rattle him. He's got a bunch of ability. Big raw bone colt right here. Nice horse. We're going to show lot 28 here. Pretty, pretty blue roan horse. Look at this guy. This is Chavez. Chavez is a 7-year-old true blue roan. He's an own son of the Trash Man. Trash Man was out of Gunnatrasha, went back to Colonel Smoke and Gun. Down on the bottom, it's Cobalt Cowgirl. They just told me that this horse is absolutely 100% kid gentle. This guy's been used in every aspect of ranching. They tagged on him, they sorted on him, used him at Brandon's. Extremely gentle, nothing bothers him. He's got that pretty, pretty blue roan color that everybody's excited about right now. They're just starting him and heading and healing. And they promised that he'd be kid gentle for anybody. They've had kids crawl all over him, up and down him. Boy, he is pretty. Yeah, nice loop. Just as easy going as you could ask for right there. Pretty, pretty horse. Boy, licks his lips right there. Really, really soft. Boy, if you're wanting a fancy kid's horse right there, that's got all kinds of talent. You know, he's not very old. There's a lot of ability in there. Thanks so much for bringing him. That's a nice, nice horse. Here's Fancy. Fancy would be lot 3, and comes from Lonnie and Christy Richards. This is a 21 Sorrel mare. Preacher's Darling is her name, and she's a daughter of rapper Kajana. I remember seeing the paternal grandsire in old Quarter Horse Journal stud books, and I never could learn how to pronounce it. I still don't know if I'd be saying it right, but it's Cajanisalina, I think is what it is. Is that what it is, Lonnie? Or you don't know any better than me, do you? It was a big, stout sorrel horse. I do remember that. They won a bunch of money on him. Really, really a good put together horse. These guys got fantastic horses. They bring us good ones all the time. Lonnie just told me that they just come back from Paul Grindsman. He had put 30 days on her. Boy, she is broke. Got a really good stop. Nice using type horse. 5-year-old sorrel mare. So he would be out of there. Pepper Boonsville stud and a dry dock mare. There's nothing mean about her. She really likes her job, and she's done all. That's one thing about these guys. They throw everything at them but the kitchen sink. She's built just right size. Boy, I think she'd make a really good breakaway horse. Cute little head on her. Walks off really, really nice.
Who's the kid riding the pink horse down there? Number
Don't let him get on her after that. We were doing so good. I guess that was all right, Lonnie. I really like your horse. Is this Hardy? Okay, this is lot 23. This would be Hardy White. Hardy always has some really good horses. He got bunged up a little bit, so this 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 little guy doesn't have quite the experience that he normally would have had, but he's doing uh, everything that's been thrown at him. So his name is Jag. This would be lot 23, and he'd be out of a stud called VE Cash on Fire, which would have been a Bullies on Fire, who would have been a Bully Bullin out of a Shawnee Bug mare, and then out of that good stud packing sixes that stood down there at the 4 Sixes Ranch. On the bottom side down here, his mother is Hot Shaky Bar, which would be a daughter of Woodbridge, who is a son, a Dash to Fame, and out of Champagne Lane. This is just a handy-sized gelding. They used him on the ranch. He thinks he'll work both ends there in the team roping, and they're just kind of getting him going in there. Hardy picked up for a long time. He rides good horses and does a really good job with him. I don't like to admit it, but he does do a really good job with him. Yeah, yeah, he's built to run here. He doesn't quite look like a runner though, does he? All right, this is Miss Sarah Moreland on lot 7. Sarah's one of my most favorite people that I've ever met. Her husband is Seth. They live south of me just a little ways. Just fantastic people. Sarah does such a great job with her horses. So this is a 2022 Palomino gelding. His daddy he's a stylish badger by Ray's Dual Badger, which goes back to Dual Ray. And then Shiner's Lena Doc down there on the bottom, smart little Lena and Doc Lena bred horse. So the mother of this guy would be a daughter of Pepto's Pretty Spoon, and Pepto's Pretty Spoon would have been a Pepto Spoonful. And so we saw one of those earlier today. Pepto Spoonful was a real stout, pretty roan horse. Boy, look at this little teeter-totter lope that she's got him and really bridled up. Looks good. Sarah rides so correct. She does a fantastic job with all of her horses. Nice stop. Pretty Palomino color. She says this guy's got just all kinds of talent. Really feely. Got a lot of feel. Pretty chromed up. He's really quick-footed, and he's the pedigree says that he's got a bunch of cow in him, and says he's really responsive. He handles really good. He's got a big stop. This is just a great prospect if you want to make a ranch or performance horse out of him. They call him Frito. These people couldn't come any more highly recommended from me. They're just the best. This girl can play the fiddle too. She's one of the most talented humans that I personally know. Hi, Seth. Thanks, Sarah. Next, we're going to jump out with lot 33. 33 is Leroy, and he's a 2019 sorrel gelding. And boy, take a look here. This is a Leroy Starlight Pine, which would be Starlight Sampson, which would be a gray Starlight out of the Ann Olena, which was a daughter of Doc Olena, and then come from the Krogmans down south of us here at White River. Raina Zippin Paprika, so that'd be a Krog Shady Pine, Doc Shady Blue, back Paprika Pine there on the bottom, and this is a 7-year-old gelding. He has done absolutely all of it. I was sitting here talking to Mr. Weishauer here, and Lynn says, I will bet this sucker is broken. He looks like it, too. Look at that right there. This guy's gathered the big country, drug calves. He's picked up bucking horses. He's been used in every youth event that there is at junior high rodeos. Pick that tarp up like that. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Really easy to shoe. He's been ridden by everybody. If you're looking for a ranch horse that is absolutely safe any time of the year, this is your guy. Don't miss Leroy.
Their pastures up there wouldn't be very small.
Yeah, this guy's been from the big country up there, and he's darn sure been cowboyed on. Yeah. These guys are from up there at Jordan, Montana, and Lynn said he used to sell a whole bunch of horses, and Billy just told me, he says they are a handy a family as you will ever find, and we just kind of seen that right there. They brought us some good ones every year. Thank you so much. That is a nice horse. Don't miss out on that guy right there. The first thing Lynn said is he seen him and he said, "I bet that sucker's broke." He's right. This we're going with lot 12. This is Paleface. Now this is comes to us from Billy and Katie Martin. Um, this is a 21 black Overo gelding. This guy is the real deal right here. Really pretty. 5 years old. Um, he's not 100% finished. He's got an outstanding start. His daddy he's a tough paint. Goes back to high class runner on the top. And just a nice horse. He's just 5 years old. They've been roping the dummy on him. Really nice rodeo prospect. Billy says he'd make the prettiest pickup horse that there ever been. He can flat get out. He's got a really nice run and walk. Super good walker. Just a nice horse. All kinds of talent. He really watches the cow good. And then Billy says he is as smooth as glass to ride, and it looks like it right there too. Yeah, they branded on him for the last 3 years, drug all kinds of calves to fire. Pretty dang quick-footed. He's got a really great start on him. Pretty black and white paint horse. Yeah, Lynn just said it looks like that paint just run down his legs right there. Really a flashy colt right there. Yeah, that is a nice flashy little horse right there. Thanks, Billy. We're going to go with lot 16 next.
He's in your supplement.
Yeah, this is a supplement horse here. So he's actually a 23 Sorrow mare, and her registered name is she's a flashy Murata by Murata Smart Dooley, who is a son of Katz Murata at a dual pep Smart Girl. So on the very back there, it would be that magic cross, a highbrow cat and dual pep with a shot of Smart Little Lena in there. Looking down here on the bottom side, she's a Delta Treasure, but she's Treasure My Color and Mr. Lonesome Delta. This is a 3-year-old ranch mare. It's got a great mind, really good smart, and a solid start. It's been the main branding horse all spring. She's handling the head and heel brandings, the Nord Fork brandings, worked around all kinds of the wrestlers and all that clanging and banging goes on with the normal branding. Got all kinds of confidence, very easy to be around. She takes everything in stride. Handled every situation she's ever been in with really good. Cora has just started in the healing. Been pattered on a lead steer. Run just a few out of the box. Really athletic. It's got a nice stop right there. Good handle on her. Good start.
Pretty good kid.
Yep, and she's got a good cowboy up there. Rance does a really good job. Billy just said Rance called Billy and he said, Billy, I just don't feel confident in this other horse that we got in here. I want to bring you a better one. So Billy said, well, go ahead, and this is what we got here. So there she is, put together and bred good. Bred good. Cat's Murata. So you got a highbrow cat, dual pep, smart little Lena. All the way back there. Them Cat's Muratas were good. Yeah, this is a nice filly right here. There you go, right there. That's what. How come you ain't been doing that all along, guys? Good job, Cowboys. Nice horses. That's a really nice set of horses right there. Okay, this horse comes from Lindsay and Levi O'Keefe. They bring us good horses every single year here. This is lot 13. JP Sun Frosted Rooster. All one word. I'm surprised I got that all out, Lynn. That ought to be worth something. Bottle of water. This is a 21 Palomino gelding. He's a son of Rooster's Doc Frost. I'm not going to say the other one. Everybody knows this horse as Rooster. I think it's Gallo di Cielo. I've never been able to get the straight answer on it, but that was part of Ciela.
There you go.
It means rooster in the sky. I do know that in Mexican. But he would have been a son of Pepe San Badger and out of Doc Starlight, which would have been a full brother to Patty's Irish Whiskey and Gray's Starlight. They were just the best horses that they've ever had. Patty's Irish Whiskey just passed away here just the other day. Probably the most perfect put together horse that I've ever personally laid eyes on. This guy's bred just like it. Comes out of back to the Cowan program down there on the bottom, back to Sunfrost. Sunfrost on the top there in the bottom, and PC Doc's Cajun with the on the bottom side there. JB is what they call him. He's a standout little young Palomino gelding. He's just 5 years old. Like I said, they bring us a great one every year. 15 hands, really gentle. He's ready for any kind of job. He started in the arena. He's going to make somebody a really, really fantastic horse. He's pretty easy to get your eyes on. Nice stop right there. Bridles up good. I don't know. I'm big on the Palominos. I like the blonde horses. This guy's been rode by their oldest daughter, mostly. They say he should fit just about anyone, and if they say that, I would take it to the bank. JB Sunfrosted Rooster, so it'd be lot 13, a 21 Palomino gelding and a good one. Okay, we're going to go with lot 29 next. And this is my buddy. This comes from Skylar Holm. This horse is bred really good. Okay, so this guy is Moon Shiner's baby. So he'd be a son of Shiner's Desperado, which would be an own son of Shining Spark. And then out of daughter of Freckles Murata. She would be, his mother would be a mare called Boone's Baby Jane, which would have been a daughter of Hickory's Little Boone, which was Pepto Boonesmo and Sweet Little Hickory. Now, Sweet Little Hickory, mother, would have been out of a full brother to Jules Leobars. So that'd be the Jules Leobars would have been the sired Freckles Playboy and the Colonel Freckles. So they're bred just like that. The Shiner's Desperado was a really, really pretty yellow horse. He come from Mike Carl's had him up there in Montana. Yep, and they had some rockin' T Fox and stuff like that down there on the bottom. Really, really, they was up there in Montana, and Billy and I and some of them helped halter break a whole bunch of these colts one year, getting them ready for their sale up there. And man, they were big, stout, really easy to get along with horses. As far as halter breaking them, they hadn't had much done to them, and they took to it probably better than any set of colts that I've ever been around. I really like the way this horse is bred. The Holmes are kind of world famous in the rodeo world up here. Of course, Skylar's grandpa was the legendary Arlen Holm. He was a great calf roper, just a great, great human, and his dad, good friend of mine. Very athletic people, great horsemen, just perfect people to be around. This guy's a finished heel horse. They've had him since he was a yearling. He was their main horse for quite a bit of years. They used him in brandings and jackpots and rodeos, and he says he'd make a great breakaway horse too. Good-looking horse, bred good, comes from a great guy. Lot 29, Moonshiner's Bay, baby. Lot 2? 1? My eyes aren't what they used to be. We're going to go with Lot 1 here. This is a red dun gelding. His name is Little John. That's a cool name. His registered name is VM Buster Goldbar, and he's a son of Drifter's Bar Buster. Goes back to Grula Drifter up there on the top, and on the bottom, Smart Peppy Goldbar, back to TJ Jacks. So that'd goes back to the Pitzer breeding down there in Nebraska that won so much stuff all through the years. This is a beautiful 6-year-old red dun gelding. They call him Little John. He's 14'2", perfect size. It's getting harder for me to get up on him, so I don't need a big one anymore. How about you, Billy? You don't got no trouble? You're a liar. Well, I think you're just trying to outdo me right there just because I said it was harder for me. You got to one-up me. Huh? You don't got to try? This horse comes from Sean and Casey Coleman. A 2020 red dun gelding. 6 years old. Been all over the ranch. He's got all kinds of miles on him. He's been down the trails. He's broke good. He's really quiet. Everybody in the family can enjoy this one right here. He's Lot 2, 2020 red dun gelding, Little John. This would be Lot 25. Comes from Lonnie and Christy Richards again. So this is This is a 23 bay mare they call Twist. Registered name is High on a Twister by Rapper Gianna. And out of a high-class runner daughter, which is this is a little 3-year-old registered home-raised mare that they have. They've got some really good horses. This mare is sweet and gentle to be around. Half sister to the other two that we saw earlier in the sale. Nice in your pocket type mare. You can catch her anywhere. They cowboy on them pretty good. Nice broke little filly right here. Boy, she moves really good. Nice sized little, good stop. A 23 bay mare. This girl right there would be the perfect size for a breakaway horse. Next we have lot 36. Okay, this is Rowdy. Rowdy's papers we didn't get into the catalog, but this guy is bred really good. His registered name is RR Dynamite Kid. He's a 2023 sorrel gelding who's out of Playboy's Reminick and out of a daughter of Joe Q Dynamite, which would have been Dakota Dynamite from up there in Montana, the Scott Ranch. They did so much with them. Rachel Millimaki had a horse that was bred just like this. They called Scott that went to the NFR. I think at one time she was the youngest qualifier for the NFR in the barrel racing, and it was on a horse bred just like this guy's maternal grandsire. Playboy's Reminick is a son of Playboy's Quick Fix, which goes back to I guess he's kind of immortal now, Mr. Freckles Playboy, one of the most famous horses that we've ever had in our industry. And then Zanpar Bar down there on the bottom. So Rowdy is a really thick made sorrel gelding. He was born in March of 2023. He's about 14.3. They ranched on him for the past year. He's got a really nice handle. Soft. He's always asking and looking for something you can do. He's packed out elk, creeks, been in the roughest country on God's green earth, and he gets better every time they ride him. Really smooth, easy to get along with type horse right here. You know, I'm pretty impressed with them papers. Those are kind of my kind of papers right there. You're bred to be an athlete with a good mind. Yep, it's run. Okay, we've just got two more to show here in this deal, and then we're going to get started on the roping end of the preview here. Thanks for everybody. 2 or 3 left, and thanks so much for everybody for coming out and supporting us and your interest and everything you do. We really appreciate it.
Lot 11 out there.
Glad to see everybody here. We're got lot 11 right here is in our preview. We're showing. So this is Nemo, Finding Nemo. This comes from the Coleman boys. Nemo is a really pretty 13.3 black and white quarter pony. This guy's 10 years old. These kids have done everything you can do with him. all kinds of ranch miles. They've hauled him to play days, and he's got a pretty good handle on him. He's got a big stop.
These Coleman kids, they'll pound the devil out.
And Lynn says these Coleman kids will pound the devil out of one. Yeah, boy, when I was 8 years old, I'd give my right arm for that horse right there. Finding Nemo. There isn't hardly anything that this guy hasn't done. Been a flag horse in the rodeos. Just a neat little all-around family horse. Perfect size and broke for anybody. Next we have lot 30. Okay, this is Whiskey. Whiskey's a 2019 buckskin gelding. He is grade. 7-year-old. Boy, he is a pretty buckskin gelding. 15 hands tall, really gentle, really quiet. They've rode him all over the ranch, all kinds of ranch miles, and put him in the trails, and really broke. Perfect gelding. Anybody in the family can ride. In a pretty buckskin color. '19 buckskin gelding. Buttermilk. Headed steers, drag calves on him, do whatever you want him to do. Just a solid, pretty buckskin gelding. Okay, here we're gonna go. This is my girl here. This is Justin's horse, but his girl's riding her. This is a special lady. We packed her around all kinds of rodeos when we was rodeoing together, and she was just the coolest little kid. Lot 35 would be Cochise. Cochise is a 16 Dun Tabiano gelding, who's a son of Cajallant Tiger. Goes back to Poco Bueno back there, and Driftwood Ike on the bottom. Big, stout gelding. They roached his mane off last year because he rubbed it off, and it's just starting to kind of come back. Really a good traveler outside. Pretty gentle type horse. Doesn't get fired up about anything. He's pretty dang tough. Big stout horse. Doesn't know anything's behind him when you're pulling on him. They just started heading on him. Boy, that is a smooth trot, isn't it? Big bone, pretty paint, or Tabiano gelding. Got a really good cowgirl up on him. Well, you can cover a lot of country with that trot right there. Holy cow. Yeah, Lynn says you can trot a horse all day, but you can only lope him half of one. Yeah, he says this is a done calico paint. Who come up with the name Cochise? Dad did? Oh, Justin. Cochise. Okay, that concludes her. We're gonna go to the other end down here and start showing some rope horses. So
You girls be good. Good job.
we're gonna start off with calf roping,
Mark, how are you?
and then we'll move over into the teen roping. So anybody that wants to run a few calves, we're ready to show them. Okay, I fibbed to you. We're going to run about 15 steers first, and then we'll do the calves. That's just kind of the way it worked out. So I apologize, but we're going to do a few steers first, and then we'll do calves, and then we'll finish up with the steers again. Who do we got going here, guys? Would this be the Pretty Blue Roan? 28 and 14. Chavez heading here. Good job, guys. That was lot 28 and lot 14. 28 on the heading and 14 on the heeling. That's Cody? 10 and 29 we got here next. Oh, Dunny. Ooh. Nice. That's a nice pair right there.
Levi, you remind me of me.
I hope everybody heard that. Mr. Lynn Weishauer just told Levi that he reminded him of him. Two really good cowboys on two great horses. Who we got next? Yeah, they don't get any better than them two right there. $33 and $15. I think we got a leg in there. Not now. There you go. Good job. There's two really good horses right there and two good. Good job, cowgirl. I'm impressed. Yeah, she's a weeding. That's what that's how they're supposed to be. Lot 5 and 21. So we got Smoke and Gringo.
I'm keeping everybody hydrated, except for Lynn, so he can't go to the bathroom.
Well, let's do one of those so you can.
Pretty set of horses. 18 and slot 18. 18 and 29.
Oh, it's not easy. I'm not going to run up and down logs.
Yeah. Ooh. Look, wow. Levi. Nice loop. Wow. We got Cody on Dunny here, which would be lot 10 and 17 heeling. Pair of done horses right there. See, does he always score that good, Cody? Yep. We're gonna jump back on old Blue again, and who's heeling? Hollywood, lot 14. Sir, be a cowboy. Good job, guys. We got 33 here again.
It can't be so bad.
33 and lot 4. Yeah, you can tell 4 from all the way back up here. That is a nice horse, isn't he? Yeah.
Young lady, you're doing good.
Yeah, fantastic job, ma'am. You've done that a few times before, huh?
Right.
18 and 29. 18 heading, 29 heeling. Oh, split the horns. What happened? I lost money on that.
5 and 14.
5 and 14? 15. 5 and 15. So we got Smoke and Gus.
Buckskin horse wants to run a little.
Yep. Looks like he can too, don't he? Old Buck can probably run just a little bit.
Yeah, I just got done.
We got the Dun Horse tent, lot 10 heading, and lot 21, Mr. Gringo. Two good hands right here, two great horses.
Yeah. Just today. No, we're just showing 2 o'clock. You got plenty of time to get down here. Well, the auction block, but it might not be room for you. Some nice horses.
That lot 29 and 33, correct? I like this set right here. Holy cow, these are good ones.
Shift and run too, Ken. Watch this horse want to turn here. Look at him.
Ooh, yeah,
That's a nice run.
nice run right there, ma'am. You want a job? Do you want a job? Think I can hire you? Yeah. What's Clint say about that?
Tell him we'll give her a raise.
Yeah.
We'll give her more than she's getting. We'll give you more than you're getting. And that's a good horse. That is a classy horse.
Yep, that's a classy deal right there.
5 and
Now we got 5 and 4.
yeah, Intel 4.
Pretty Palomino horse and a pretty buckskin.
But if it wants to run a little too. Let's go ahead. There you go.
I waved it off. Well, that is a chunky little Palomino horse, boy.
What was the Blue Roan's number anyway? That's
Lot 8 would be the right.
no, that's the.
Nope, that's
eight's
Booger.
the barrel and pole horse.
That's a running mate. What? Who we got? 18 and 28.
That sounds right.
18 would be Pocket. And Chavez. And then 33 heading again, and 15, lot 15. That is a good set of horses right there. Holy cow.
Quick time, as quick as that little bugger turned.
Yeah. Are we gonna run calves now? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna run some calves here. We're going to start off in lot 21. Pretty gray horse come from Sydney Hansen. Gringo Pistolero out of a Texas Kicker mare.
There's a nice one bull.
Yeah, that guy's been there, done that. Good job, Sydney. Next up, we got lot 2. This would be Ace. Yeah, we're going to get down here. He's a pep to spoonful out of a young gun daughter. There you go.
Pretty cheap school teacher right there.
Yep, that's, yeah. Lynn just said that's a pretty cheap school teacher right there. And bred fantastic. Red drone gelding worked really good. Good job. Cody are you gonna get down, Cody? No? Oh, come on. This would be lot 10. Mr. Cody Tayton. He's not gonna get off. Look good though.
I'll get a printout from everyone, so
I'll get a sale.
I'll come get it.
Lot 10, boy, that's a nice horse. Sid gonna run one again? Lot 21.
This thing's really working now.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Gooder.
That guy was kind of hard to track right there. Okay, I think this is lot 18.
On your supplement.
Yeah, he'd be on our supplement sheet, so.
Is that Francois?
Yep. Yeah, this guy on pocket. Pocket is bred fantastic, folks. His registered name is Train Station, and his daddy is Crimson Bet, who's the son of Metallic Cat and out of Bet Your Blue Boons. Man, he's bred really good. Fantastic, pretty red roan gelding. Train Station. Who do we got here? 2?
Oh, Cade. No. Is that 2?
Ace, yeah, this is Cade. That's all right, huh? That was Ace. He's a pepper spoonful. Out of a daughter, a young gun. Good job. 15? So this is Gus. That one had to run a little bit there. Dynamite Snake. Had a snake gun who was a son of Play Gun out of a daughter of Dakota Dynamite.
You know these people?
We got steers again, or is there another calf? Team roping. Looks like Cody's gonna switch sides over here and show Dunny in the heeling. And lot 18, which is yep. So 18 would be Cora. This would be the 23 Sorrel Mare. Murata Smart Dooley.
And
28. No, 13 and 28. Does that look right? 13 and 28. So 28 would be Chavez heeling. 13 would be the Rooster horse. $14 and who? 3? Lot 14. Hollywood, Serbia Cowboy, the 13 Chestnut Mare. And Fancy, the 21 Sorrel Mare. Lonnie, I didn't know you could rope. I honestly did. That's, wow. It's not very often, and I'm speechless. Lot 4. This would be Cracker in the heeling. 33. And 33 again. We got a different jockey up there this time.
let that girl.
Is this lot 13? 13 and 10. Two really good cowboys. Don't let me down. That was not the horse's fault. You know, if the roles were reversed, I would never hear the end of that for like 5 years. So I'm going to stack it on Cody as much as I possibly can. $18 and 16? 15? 18 and 15? Gus and Pocket. She's going to heel on him. We got 5 and 21. 14 and 28 we got here. 28 heeling, 14 heading. Oh, Hollywood.
He's a broke little bastard. He got a little girl that is a handy son of a.
Yeah. No, that'd be a good son of a bitch, I'll bet.
Yeah. It is.
Here we got 33. And is that Cody again on
They run
10?
a lot of country.
Yeah,
Okay, 17.
yeah, that whole family. I mean, the old man used to kid out Cutmore. I mean, they're handsome. They
Yeah,
used to be.
it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah,
obvious.
there's no bullshit there. I don't see.
Yeah. Yeah, this Clint's putting on a pretty good show.
Yeah. How old a horse is he?
19. He's a 19 Sorrel Gilding.
2019.
13 and 18 we got here next.
Little girl will time. I'll tell you, she never missed a steer. This is a pretty good show he's putting on.
Yeah.
You know him pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
I used to sell a lot of horses in the weeding center.
There you go.
And we used to come to Miles City to all them horse sales. I always had a good broke one.
oh shit. Do you remember?
Lot 13.
That what, Sid?
Do you remember Stephen Weeding?
Yeah. Done.
We got lot 5 and then lot 10 coming up here. Easy peasy. Just Clint again. 33. And who's healing? 3. 3.
33 and 3, is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah. Fancy. Well, them are two really good horses right there. $13. 19 and 13. And 15. 13 and 15. You're going to have to get louder.
We got Hardy in intercept. He'll tell us. Thank you.
We're gonna do a few calves, and then that'll probably be it.
Do you think Richard's got something going on in his horse?
Yeah. So that'd be Ace, lot 2. And looks like Sydney's gonna go again here on the pretty gray horse. He'd be lot 21, Gringo. Scored like a rock. This is going to be 13. 15, 1-5. Your voice is going to have to get a lot louder, Trip. So this would be Gus, lot 15. Hard running calf. Nice loop. Oh, Gringo.
Hell yeah, Fitch's big farmers. You got a marker?
Okay, that's going to conclude our preview, folks. We encourage you to hit the concession stand out there. Keep yourself hydrated. It's kind of warm out there. There's a leather shop that we've got set up. If you want to go pick around a little bit, if you got any interest in any of these horses, please go talk to the owners and get all the information you possibly can. Everybody that we got here, comes highly recommended. So if you've got any questions at all, please seek somebody out. Once again, I guess we're going to run one more. Oh, Ace. We, on behalf of Billy and Katie, Colonel Weishauer, myself, Bucky Derflinger, we thank you all for coming and the interest in logging in if you're out on the internet. We want to give another shout out to our sponsors, Faith Livestock, Dace Harper. Dace is here today. We've got Castile Real Estate Auction. Ryan Castile, it'd be Billy's brother-in-law. Kamak Ranch Supply, they've been a big supporter for us for quite a while. Paul's Feed and Seed there in Faith, South Dakota. All your feed and seed needs, he can hit you up. And Dakota Ag Insurance. Thanks so much for helping us out, guys, and we appreciate everybody.